Hey guys, this is Johan Yusof from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I gotta say, I'm very honored and privileged to be nominated by my good friend, the Black Lion of Johan, frontman of Technical Knockout, Tareek TK Holmes. And bro, I'm very sorry it took a long time, a long delay, but I'm so glad that I finally have been able to find the time to actually get this recorded and be able to take part in your Love, Peace and Happiness Challenge. Now for those of you who don't know what this challenge is about, it's pretty much about spreading love, peace and happiness, of course. Pretty much just spreading positive vibes all over the world. And I've been nominated by Tareek to talk about love. Now love is really subjective. I mean, for one, I love what I call the 3 F's, which is my family, my friends, and my fiancée. And of course, eventually this will be 2 F's and 1 W because she's gonna be my wife someday. So, yes, I love those. I love them a lot. And another thing that I love is singing. I mean, I've been performing for 14 years already, on and off, on stage. And one of the things that I discovered was that I love singing a lot. It's my greatest talent, if I must say so. And being a performer, performing is pretty much in my blood. It runs in the family. Like my mom is a dancer, used to be a dancer, she now choreographs dances right now. I've got relatives who are really, how to say it? Well, they love acting as well. They love acting in drama. They act in theater, they act on TV and movies as well. So we're pretty much a very talented and artistic family, if I may say so. So, me on the other hand, I love acting, I love dancing as well, but singing still remains my go-to talent. It's the one thing that I can actually express myself and really show off what I am capable of when I'm actually performing on stage. Now, most of the time I've been performing in musical theatres, so I've been doing a lot of group stuff and what have you. And I never really got much of a chance to do solo performances, and even then it's a very rare occurrence. But now that I'm sort of like taking a break from doing musical theatre, I decided to branch out to more solo performances. In particular, I love singing Japanese songs, so I try to make the best out of it by performing more Japanese songs when I actually had the chance to do so. And yeah, just performing in general. It's not just Japanese songs, but other languages like English and Malay as well. So now that I have the chance to do so, I decided to really take my talents to the next level and take part in competitions and do more performances. And what I have here are 4 trophies that I acquired from last year and even this year, taking part in singing competitions, although last year I only took part in 1, and this year I took part in about 3, I think, 3 singing competitions that I can remember. So I'll just talk about each of these as brief as I can, each of these trophies that I acquired as best as I can. So I'm going to start off with this one. This was from the J-Fest 2013 singing competition, which I won 2nd place against, I think there were, oh gosh, I can't remember, 18 participants that day, and I won this trophy. It was significant for me because this was the very first anime, comics and games convention that I participated in since, gosh, I can't remember, 2004 I think. That was the last time I actually took, well I want to say, I'm trying to recall, I took part in the singing competition for one of those conventions, and I took 1st place for that. So between that year and last year, I wasn't involved in any of these events. So this was pretty much the one that I would have to say really helped me to get back into the groove of performing for these kind of events and taking part in these competitions. And just because I love singing Japanese songs, it was one of those things where I was able to come back and had a great time doing so. And of course, make new friends as well along the way, so that's another thing that I really enjoy. The same thing goes with this one. This was Rickbox Karaoke's Sing with Class singing competition, which I took part in 2 months ago. I won second place for this. I was the first runner-up for this one. And this was something that Rickbox Karaoke actually organized for their customers, to bring them together, those who love singing, those who love performing. And, at the end of the day, just have a fun night out. A fun evening out, getting to know people, and sharing who also share the same love, passion that I have for singing as well. So it's pretty awesome. I also won a 300 ringgit cash voucher that came along with this awesome trophy. And I remember being able to use it with my friends when we had a pretty big karaoke session last 2 months ago on August 31st. That was pretty awesome. We had a great time, had some good laughs, good singing, and just enjoyed ourselves pretty much. So I was really happy with that. Next, I have these 2 big trophies. Now, for those of you who may or may not know, I took part in the first ever Karaoke World Championships Malaysia trials. And it was a real privilege for me to be a part of something as big and grand as this, and being able to walk away with 2 trophies as well. So the first trophy would be being one of the top 5 contestants. I actually placed 4th in my category, the male category, to actually win this trophy and earn it. It was a very challenging competition, I kid you not. There were a lot of talented performers, a lot of talented singers, and to be able to get 4th place is really a huge blessing, and it's huge. I was just very appreciative and grateful for that opportunity. And to be able to finish as far as I did was truly a remarkable and memorable experience for me. And another trophy, another one I won was the Best Performance Award. I got this on the same day as the semi-finals and finals as well. It's just pretty awesome. I mean, I was able to... Winning this made me realize that I did something right. I don't know for which performance I actually won this award for, but I'm really happy that I was able to actually win it and, take something back with me and cherish it as well. So this was really awesome, and it goes to show that people actually do appreciate what I do on stage, and I couldn't be any more touched by that. And yeah, I mean, I was able to make it all the way to the semi-finals. Wish I could make it to the top 3 and perform in the finals, but you do what you can. And at the end of the day, I'm just very grateful and blessed with these amazing opportunities that came my way. And it's a saying that I live by, carpe diem, seize the day. If you find an opportunity, go for it. Don't look back, just go straight for it and chase it, and of course live it. So that's pretty much my entry for this Love, Peace and Happiness challenge. So I am going to nominate 3 people to do this challenge as well, to talk about love, or peace, or even happiness. It's pretty much one of their choices that they want to talk about. So I'm going to nominate my friend Jay Britton from the United Kingdom to take part in this challenge. I'm also going to nominate my 3 friends, Lena, Kaworu, and Alyssa, who make up the trio Harmonia ACG. So the 3 of you are going to have to do this as a trio as well. And last but not least, I'm going to nominate my friend who is the first runner-up for the Karaoke World Championships Malaysia Trials in the male category, Clement Lee, to do this challenge as well. So I look forward to seeing what you guys can come up with. And with that, that's it. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you guys in the near future.